Today we are going to study a case study on Electrolux study case studies taken from the marketing management book Philip Kotler. So let's get started. AB Electrolux, popularly known as Electrolux, is a global leader in home and professional appliances, including refrigerator, cookers, dishwashers, washing machine, vacuum cleaner, air conditioner, and small domestic appliances. It sells more than 50 million products in 150 countries. 50 millions is 5 millions is 50 lakhs. 50 million is 5 crores. 5 crore products they are selling in 150 countries, and they are into white goods, they are into consumer durables, they are into household appliances. Headquartered in Stockholm, Headquartered in Stockholm, Sweden, Electrolux was founded in 1990 as a result of a merger between AB Lux and Svenska Electron AB in 2013. Electrolux had revenues of approximately 14.5 billion and employed 61,000 people worldwide. So it is very old company since 1990. So almost 100 years has completed. Revenue is quite huge, 14 billion and 61,000 employee. That employee strength is also huge. Electrolux Electrolux Group consists of six businesses divisions, including four major appliance divisions, a small appliances division, and professional products division. So Electrolux Group consists of six business division. Total six business division it has got, including four major appliance division and small appliance division and professional products division. The core market for the Electrolux are Western Europe, North America, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, accounting for 65% of group sales. These markets are characterized by the low population growth and high replacement product sales. So, in these areas, these locations, people are purchasing household and electronic products frequently. So these are the Western Europe, North America, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. Growth markets for the Electrolux are Africa, Middle East and Eastern Europe, Latin America and Southeast Asia and China. So new growth markets are Africa, China, Asia, then Eastern Europe, Middle East, contributing 35% of its sales. Given the rising living standards in the growth market, Electrolux aims to increase its shares of sales in these markets to 50% by introducing innovative product offering in the next 2 years. So they are uh, betting big on these markets. They want to gain 50% market share. So gaining 50% market share in Asia is very big achievement or very big mission, target or objective. In 2013, Electrolux was among the top 5 global players in the household appliances. So by 2013 they were among the top 5, along with Whirlpool, Haier Group, Bosch, Siemens and LG Electronics. These companies contributed to nearly 50% of the global appliance sales. The major drivers of this industry are increased per capita income, changing lifestyle and consumer spending. So why this electronic industry is increasing? Why this electronic appliances industry is uh, growing, developing? Because per capita income is increasing, lifestyle is changing, and consumer is spending more. So these are the factors which are influencing growth. Housing activities and urbanization also, along with that, housing activities and urbanization is fueling the growth. Electronic economic growth in economic growth in emerging markets is expected to boost the industry. So further, India and China will grow. There will be requirement of more electronic appliances. The main competitive advantage of the Electrolux are the main competitive advantage of Electrolux are global presence, consumer insight, design, professional legacy, Scandinavian heritage, wide product range, people and culture, and sustainability leadership. So these are the factors that is the strength for the Electrolux. Vision of the Electrolux Group is to become the best appliance company in the world as measured by its consumers, employees, and stakeholders. So, by their for their employee, customers, and stake shareholders, Electrolux want to be the best company. The basis it bases its strategy on four pillars: innovative product, operational excellence, profitable growth, and dedicated employees. So they are focusing more on employees, profit, operations, and innovation. If you have innovation, you will have very good products. So it is about product. Then operations, all the operations should be effective and efficient. Then third is, at the end they should make profit, and employees they have to empower. Its brand portfolio is strategically planned to serve luxury, premium, and mass markets. So luxurious quality product at premium prices, and can be sold to as many as number of customers like for the mass markets. Alongside the Electrolux brand, the group has seven other strategic brands, namely Grand Cuisine, AEG, Genesee, Eureka, Frigidaire, Molteni, and Westinghouse. The innovation triangle at Electrolux encourages close operations between its marketing, R&D, and design functions to ensure faster reach to market based on the solid consumer insights. This enables Electrolux to use same product architecture, differentiated design to develop global modularized platform. So the Electrolux is more focusing on innovation, research and development, marketing, design, and they want to reach market as early as possible, that is faster, quicker, and they want to get customer insights as well. So they are giving same product architecture and differentiated design, and they are giving globally very successful products. These platforms facilitate planning across divisions by making it easier to spread a successful launch from one market to another with adaptations to local preferences and deliver greater customer value. So as they are moving from one country to another, they are understanding various cultures, they are uh, acclimatizing these culture, they are introducing their products to these culture, they are learning from these cultures and their requirements, needs, wants and desires, and they are modifying their products, and thereby they are learning so many things, and they are there when they are moving to the next market, they are using their previous experience, and that's why they are becoming more successful. By maintaining strategic emphasis on increasing operational efficiency, Electrolux has restructured its production across divisions globally. Electrolux has shifted nearly 65% of its manufacturing from mainly Eastern Europe to North America to low cost regions. So from Europe and America, they are moving to the Asia. Their 65% of their production to uh, to save the cost. Pursuing its strategy of profitable growth, Electrolux continuously innovates to enhance its current products and ranges to penetrate existing markets. So more emphasis on innovation, research, development, and launching new products. In 2013, it's launched many innovative products in North America and Japan, expanding to growth markets. Electrolux tapped the potential of the Chinese market by launching a full range of kitchen and laundry appliances of more than 60 products designed exclusively for China. An important aspect of the Electrolux strategy is to grow through mergers and acquisition and build brand portfolio through horizontal integration. So they are more focusing on mergers and acquisition and having good brand portfolio and horizontal integration. These are the three main important factors: merger and acquisition, good brand portfolio, and horizontal integration. In the last 40 years, the group has had a series of acquisitions around the world that strengthened its global position through effective targeting and brand positioning in domestic and regional markets. So when they are acquiring new products, they are acquiring new brands, new companies, they are ensuring that their brand portfolio increases and they have more number of positioning and branding products. Example of such acquisition include Zanussi in Europe, AEG in Germany, Frigadier, Kelvinator and White Westinghouse in North America, Referee Par in Brazil, and Olympic Group in Middle East and North Africa. In September 2014, Electrolux unveiled its agreement to acquire the appliances business of General Electric GE Appliances for cash consideration of 3.3 billion. So from GE also they acquired their business. GE Appliances is one of the leading manufacturers of the kitchen and laundry products in North America and makes more than 90% of its sales in this region and runs its distribution and logistic network. So GE, we know that it is very big company and they have acquired their business. So Electrolux has become more powerful and strong. The acquisition also included a 48.4% uh, shareholding in the Mexican appliance company maybe that develop and manufactures a portion of the GE appliances product range as part of the joint venture with GE. So again, in Mexico also they acquired many companies. According to Keith McLaughlin, President and CEO of the Electrolux, the acquisition was expected to give the company more financial horsepower on its balance sheet to do even more business around the world. So when they are acquiring company, they are getting strong financially also. Many times it happens that you acquire a company and your balance sheet reduces, your revenue reduces. So it's not happening in this case. They are acquiring profitable business with a growing portfolio of smartly positioned brands, global reach, innovations based on the consumer insight, operational excellence and manufacturing efficiency, and increase in financial power. Electrolux is all set to establish greater dominance in the global home appliance industry. So why Electrolux is successful is the factors they are mentioned here: growing portfolio of smart position brands, global reach. So they have a lot of successful and smartly positioned brands, then they are globally present and their penetration is huge. Innovation, they are doing based on the consumer needs and requirement. Operationally they are excellent, they are more manufacturing uh, for the masses and thereby getting the economies of scale, and their operations are more efficient because of good quality standards. Increased financial power, they because when they are acquiring any other company, they are ensuring that that company is financially sound, so it is adding more financial strength to the Electrolux, and they are getting dominant position all over the world because of all these factors. Now, questions. First question is, evaluate Electrolux strategy in light of its vision and global trends in household appliance industry. Evaluate Electrolux strategy in light of its vision and global trends in the household appliances industry. So you have to comment on the Electrolux strategy, how they are successful. And second is, what benefits will Electrolux receive from the acquisition of GE Appliances? How does it fit with the strategic direction of the group? Then third is, what other strategic options can Electrolux pursue for the future growth to achieve greater global dominance? So if we have to discuss with the Electrolux strategy, Electrolux has shifted its manufacturing from Europe and America to low cost countries. Electrolux has lot of products, 50 million products in 150 countries. So 5 crores products in 150 country is very big, uh, large scale operations they are doing. Then they are acquiring, and because of acquisition they are acquiring very good companies, very good brands in various countries, in so many countries, and so they are getting financially strengthening. They are getting financial strength, they are getting financially strong, and they are getting good operationally sound. Their operations are efficient and effective. Because of joint ventures they are growing, developing, they are becoming a big company, they are becoming a large company. And the major factors what they have mentioned is good brand portfolio, good research and development, good reach and penetration. They are now global model for others, they have launched very successful models. So new product development is there, they are giving very good value to their customers, they are giving value to the customer to their products. Now they are focusing more on China, and they are using this opportunity of with growing China, they are selling their products. They have uh, ensured that they have developed a good a separate category of products for the Chinese market. And last is horizontal integration. So these are the major factors making them a global brand, and these are the strategies because of which they are highly successful. Now the third question is asked about the what other strategic options can Electrolux pursue for future. So if they want to grow, they want to first of all understand taste and preferences of the customer. They when they have to grow in other various countries, and they have to understand customer of different cultures and develop products for them. They have to do local marketing, they have to focus on the local taste and preferences and provide the customized product to the local people, and thereby they can grow. So the at the end you have to understand customer taste and preferences, you have to understand the changes which are happening in the market, you have to predict, you have to visualize what can be the future, and accordingly you have to as per the prediction of yours, you have to launch new products, and these products should be successful. So they have to focus more on research and development, and new research and development and innovation. So for future they have to more focus more on customers, then innovation, then how to reach each and every customer, and how to provide more and more value to the customer at less price. So this is all regarding this case study. Thank you so much.